What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Paranormal Rush Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Rush, and I've got a really good ParanorMAIL for you guys today. This one is awesome. I mean, for real, I'm stoked to be able to share this with you. Anyway, I want to thank all my new subscribers real quick because I've gained a few more, and I really appreciate that. Seems harder and harder to get people to subscribe these days. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with all that. But I'm not the only one who's been saying that lately. Anyway, I do appreciate it though so much. And I've got a really good interview coming up. I anticipate it to be really good. But I was actually contacted by someone who spent, I think it was like a week out in, I think, Colorado with Dr. Greer on a CE5 event. And they contacted me after my last episode on it. And they are willing to come on and share their experiences. And it sounds like it's pretty cool. So, that should be coming up soon. And I guess that's about all the big news I've got for you guys right now. Anyway, this thing's good though. Let's just get on into it. All right. What's up, Rush? Man, you have become my favorite podcast, and I hope you will want to share this. That last ParanorMAIL video reminded me to send you my story. Here it is. One night, back around 2005, me and my buddies were riding in the mountains here. I live in Tennessee, and we have dang sure got the mountains. We were in our Jeeps. There was 3 of them, and we had a few girls with us too. My buddy's Jeep got stuck in this big mud hole, so we had to jerk him out with a chain. I'm sure you know how loud it gets when engines are revved up getting someone out of the mud, haha. I guess that is what stirred these things up. As we got him out, I pulled in front to lead us out of the trail. When we go about halfway past the mud hole to the start of the trail, there was a dead deer that had been put in the road. It wasn't there when we went in, and that was about 45 minutes to an hour before. I saw this thing and stopped. I was sitting there in my Jeep with no top on it, and one girl beside me in the passenger seat, and my buddy and his girl in the back. We was sitting there stopped asking each other if we remembered that being in the road when my buddy in the back said, "Man, what is that?" And he sounded freaked, so I turned to look back, and this Dogman was walking upright straight to the Jeep. You look like the kind of guy that's probably had a Jeep or two, but if not, you are just totally exposed in one. There ain't no metal walls or roof to stop anything. This beast was just slowly moving toward us. Then the girls saw it and started screaming their head off. When they screamed, it stopped, and I heard another girl scream in the Jeep behind us, and about a second after there was another one. So I figured they had all just seen it. I didn't know then that we was surrounded by about 8 of these things. That one on the side of us was about 20 feet away, and I could see him good. The lights on the Jeeps behind us were lighting him right up. I was scared shitless. Then the big one steps out into the headlights. The one I seen on the side was probably 7 to 7.5 feet tall, but the one in the front was giant, at least 9 feet. He stood there just looking at us. The girls were sobbing like it was the last minutes of our lives, and I didn't know that it wasn't, to be honest. Then that big boy picks the deer up, and this was about a 4-point buck too, with one arm, and throws it into a tree on the side of the trail. I mean, like it wasn't shit. I said, "No way, not today," and I hit the gas and gunned it straight toward him. I got maybe 8 feet from him and he jumps out of the way. I kept going too. I get down the trail to the start of it and I only see one pair of lights behind me. I stopped and my buddy caught up and said, "Man, where are they?" Right then we see the lights coming and we just left. We get to a gas station and pull off to try to calm down. The girls were a dang mess too. I asked my buddy in the very back Jeep, which was the only one that had a top on it because it was a hard top, what had happened, and he said, "Man, one of them things had the back of my Jeep picked up to where the tires weren't on the ground. I had to stick it in 4-wheel drive and I hit it in reverse." They said he went back and heard a loud howl mixed with a yelp like dogs make, and the back of the Jeep hit the dirt and he took off. He said there were 3 of them in front of him, and by then he had run straight at them like I did. They all jumped to the side. All in all, from hearing what everybody saw, we figured there was about 8 of them out there. I really think they was trying to scare us off. They could have gotten to any one of us easy in them Jeeps. These things are ugly too. The heads looked exactly like a black wolf, only 5 times bigger and way dirtier. They had eyes shine like a dog and all that. I mean, they really looked like a dog on its hind legs. It really messed some of them girls up too. One of them even started getting Valium from the doctor because of it. She was scared to walk in from her car in the driveway to the door of her house for years. These things ain't no normal animal, and there is a bunch of them around. I hope this was good enough for you to read on your show. It'll make my day if I hear you read it. Your show rocks, man. Thanks for what you do, Hunter. That was a killer story. I mean, it had me going, man. Like when I first read it, I was like, I was just into it. That was good though. I mean, that was crazy. And I've never heard of something like that exactly, but I've heard of people getting surrounded by them and stuff, and I've heard of them running in packs and things. So, man, that is wild though. And I've heard a lot of Dogman stories from Tennessee specifically. I don't know what it is about Tennessee, but it seems like they have a very healthy Dogman population up there. So, I don't know. But it's strange because I've heard a lot of them from Tennessee. I've heard a lot from here where I live and other places, states around too. I mean, they've all, especially Louisiana and Mississippi, they have a lot of them, it seems like. But anyway, yeah, that was really good. And I really appreciate you sending that in, Hunter. Anybody else, if you have any ParanorMAIL to send me, please do. And I'll probably have another episode before the CE5 experiencer comes on. So you guys can be looking for that. And I'm going to try to keep the gaps filled in, when I have good ones. But we're trying to work out a good time to do it. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on that. But until next time, everybody stay safe, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.